On a crisp November day in 1922, an event unfolded that would captivate the world and stir imaginations for generations to come. In the heart of the Egyptian desert, beneath the relentless sands, lay a secret that had slumbered for over 3,000 years, the tomb of a young pharaoh, King Tutankhamun. Its discovery was not just an archaeological triumph, it was a portal to ancient splendor wrapped in mystery and allure. As Howard Carter, the determined archaeologist, peered into the darkness, he was asked if he could see anything. His response, "Yes, wonderful things," ignited an insatiable curiosity across the globe. But alongside the treasures and artifacts, another narrative began to weave itself. A tale of misfortune and a legendary curse that was said to follow those who dared to disturb the king's eternal rest. Could there be truth behind the whispered tales of danger and doom? Or were they simply the imaginative tales of an eager public? Join us as we delve into this enigma, examining the origins and effects of what has become one of history's most fascinating legends. In the early 20th century, the world was gripped by an unrelenting fascination with the mysteries of ancient Egypt. This was an era where Egyptology was swiftly evolving, driven by an insatiable quest to unearth the secrets buried beneath the sands. Amidst this fervor, the Valley of the Kings emerged as a focal point of exploration. Nestled along the west bank of the Nile River, near Luxor, this valley had served as the necropolis for pharaohs and noblemen of Egypt's new kingdom for nearly 500 years. Its landscape, though stark and unwelcoming, promised tales of glory, power, and the divine. The Valley of the Kings was more than just a burial ground. It was a symbol of opulence and the pharaoh's eternal journey. Despite its remote and rugged terrain, it lured archaeologists from around the globe, eager to unlock its sepulchral secrets. By the early 20th century, many of its tombs had been discovered and explored. Yet, one nameless figure seemed to linger in the shadows of history: King Tutankhamun, a young pharaoh whose life was veiled in mystery. Howard Carter, a tenacious and passionate archaeologist, was undeterred by the challenges that lay ahead. Working under the patronage of Lord Carnarvon, Carter devoted his efforts to this seemingly elusive quest. The conditions were far from ideal. The desert heat was unforgiving, and the work was laborious, demanding immense patience and precision. Excavating in the Valley of the Kings was a formidable task. The threat of sandstorms, the risk of structural collapses, and the sheer magnitude of navigating ancient tombs required not only expertise but also a daring spirit. In 1922, after 5 years of arduous labor and near abandonment of the project, Carter's perseverance yielded extraordinary results. He discovered a step, then another, leading to a sealed door adorned with royal cartouches. Behind this door lay the undisturbed tomb of King Tutankhamun, the most intact pharaonic tomb ever found. The significance of this discovery was monumental. It provided a window into a world that had been untouched by time, showcasing the wealth and artistry of ancient Egypt. This discovery, however, was not without its shadows. The tomb, filled with treasures and artifacts, also awakened age-old fears of curses placed upon those who dared to trespass on the sacred resting places of the pharaohs. The idea of a curse was both thrilling and terrifying, amplifying the story of King Tut's discovery in the minds of the public. The tales of misfortune that befell some of those involved in the excavation were woven into this narrative, fueling the legend. The combination of awe and apprehension surrounding this discovery was reflective of the era's enchantment with the mystical and the unknown. The existence of a curse, whether factual or fictional, added layers of intrigue and speculation to an already sensational find. It is within this rich tapestry of history, exploration, and uncertainty that the legend of the Curse of King Tutankhamun was born, captivating imaginations and inspiring stories that have persisted to this day. Now, as we continue to unravel this legend, let us explore how these elements converge to shape one of history's most enduring mysteries. Imagine being on the brink of a discovery that could change the understanding of an entire civilization. This was the pivotal moment for Howard Carter, a dedicated archaeologist whose dreams were anchored in the sands of Egypt. Born in England in 1874, Carter was a man driven by passion and curiosity. His early years as an artist sketching Egyptian antiquities honed his skills and deepened his love for the ancient world. Carter's meticulous nature and determination would later set him apart in the world of archaeology. Carter's journey to uncovering King Tutankhamun's tomb was neither solitary nor simple. It took the financial backing and shared vision of George Herbert, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, to bring Carter's aspirations to life. Lord Carnarvon, a wealthy English aristocrat with a fervent interest in archaeology, was fascinated by the allure of ancient Egypt. He believed that hidden beneath the Valley of the Kings lay untold treasures waiting to be discovered. Thus began a partnership that would become legendary, a fusion of Carter's expertise and Carnarvon's resources and enthusiasm. As the years of excavation unfolded, the quest was filled with challenges and setbacks. The harsh desert climate and the painstaking process of careful digging tested their resolve. Despite moments of frustration, their commitment did not waver. Carter's journals reveal a man who was both precise and patient, capturing the essence of his relentless pursuit. In his writings, one can sense his excitement and hope, but also the mounting pressure as funding began to dwindle and tangible results remained elusive. Then, in November 1922, just when it seemed all was lost, Carter's persistence paid off. He discovered a step carved into the rock, and then another, leading to a sealed door with intact seals bearing the mark of Tutankhamun. This moment, recorded vividly in his diary, was a blend of disbelief and triumph. As Carter peered through a small breach in the doorway, holding a candle to illuminate the darkness beyond, he was asked if he could see anything. His now famous response, "Yes, wonderful things," marked the beginning of an extraordinary chapter in history. The world was soon captivated by the news of the discovery. Newspapers across continents carried the story, accompanied by photographs that revealed the opulence and splendor of Tutankhamun's tomb. The media frenzy turned Carter and Carnarvon into household names, and Egypt's ancient past suddenly felt tantalizingly present. But the discovery did more than showcase treasures. It also sparked rumors of a curse, purportedly cast upon those who dared to disturb the boy king's resting place. The sudden death of Lord Carnarvon, who succumbed to an infection shortly after the tomb's opening, fueled the public's imagination. His untimely end, along with a series of other unfortunate events experienced by those connected to the tomb, gave rise to tales of a deadly curse. These stories, although sensationalized by the press, added a layer of mystique and fear to the historical find. Whether viewed as mere coincidence or something more, the so-called Curse of King Tutankhamun became an enduring part of popular culture, entwining itself with the accounts of Carter and Carnarvon's groundbreaking work. As we ponder the initial reactions to the tomb's discovery, it is intriguing to consider how such narratives captivate the human spirit. The partnership of Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon not only unveiled a treasure trove from the past, but also ignited a global fascination that transcended archaeology, blending history with legend. Next, we explore the cascade of stories that circulated, blurring the lines between fact and fiction in the enduring tale of King Tutankhamun's curse. As the treasures of King Tutankhamun's tomb dazzled the world, the media played a pivotal role in shaping the legend of the pharaoh's supposed curse. In the early 20th century, the burgeoning world of newspapers and tabloids was keen to captivate readers with stories that blended fact with fiction. and the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb presented the perfect opportunity. The press eagerly seized upon every aspect of the tomb's opening, but it was the mysterious circumstances surrounding the death of Lord Carnarvon that truly ignited the firestorm. Just a few months after entering the tomb, Carnarvon died from an infected mosquito bite, an event that occurred under the shadow of a power cut across Cairo, a detail ripe for dramatic embellishment. Newspapers worldwide featured sensational headlines with phrases like "Death follows those who disturb the rest of the pharaoh," and "The pharaonic curse strikes again," stirring public imagination and fear. Such stories were not limited to simple reports. They were often embellished with supernatural overtones. Reports suggested that Carnarvon's dog howled and dropped dead at the exact moment of his master's passing, and some even claimed that a mysterious marking appeared on Carnarvon's cheek, mirroring one scene within the tomb. These embellishments, whether fact or fiction, were designed to thrill and chill the public, making fantastic claims that a millennia-old curse had real-world consequences. Other incidents quickly added to the narrative. The sudden or unusual illnesses and deaths of several individuals connected to the tomb were hastily attributed to the curse. For example, the untimely death of George J. Goode, an American financier who visited the tomb, was linked to the curse after he fell ill shortly afterwards. Similarly, Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, who performed X-rays on the mummy, died of a mysterious illness. Each new misfortune seemed to reinforce the idea of a vengeful curse lurking in the tomb's shadows. The leading newspapers of the day catered to an audience hungry for both enlightenment and entertainment, and nothing sold papers like a good curse. Editors and journalists aware of the power of such stories often prioritized sensationalist narratives over scientific skepticism, thereby amplifying the mythos surrounding Tutankhamun's tomb. This was a time when the boundaries between news and storytelling were often blurred, with readers left to wonder where reality ended and fantasy began. Media fervor also coincided with a historical moment where people were keenly interested in mysticism and the supernatural. The early 20th century saw a fascination with spiritualism and the occult, partly as a response to the devastation of the First World War. Stories of curses and unexplained phenomena resonated with a public looking for meaning and magic in an increasingly mechanized world. This cultural context provided a fertile ground for the curse legend to thrive. Yet, when examined closely, the so-called curse reveals a complex web woven from tragedy, coincidence, and a heavy dose of imagination. Most of the principal individuals involved with the tomb lived long, healthy lives, including Howard Carter himself, who passed away over a decade later in 1939. The curse narrative often ignored these facts, choosing instead to focus on select cases that fit the supernatural angle. As we explore the individual events attributed to the curse, it is crucial to distinguish truth from sensational storytelling. While the tales of an ancient pharaoh's revenge make for a captivating narrative, they also reflect the power of media to shape and sometimes distort our understanding of history. The Curse of King Tutankhamun, born from a blend of media sensationalism and cultural fascination, serves as a reminder of how stories can evolve and impact perceptions, sometimes overshadowing the genuine achievements and historical significance of the original discovery. Now, let us delve deeper into the specific events that have been linked to this legendary curse and unravel the truths they may hold. The narrative of King Tutankhamun's curse is deeply interwoven with a series of unfortunate events and deaths that added fuel to its legendary status. It all began with the untimely death of Lord Carnarvon, just months after the tomb's opening in November 1922. On April 5, 1923, Carnarvon succumbed to an infection from a mosquito bite which had developed into blood poisoning. His sudden demise in Cairo was widely reported, with newspapers around the world attributing it to the so-called curse. This event marked the first and most significant link in the chain of tragedies associated with the boy king's tomb. As news of Carnarvon's death spread, other incidents followed, seemingly reinforcing the curse's narrative. George J. Goode, the wealthy American financier, visited the tomb shortly after its discovery and died a few months later from a fever. Then there was Archibald Douglas Reed, who had taken X-ray images of Tutankhamun's mummy, reportedly succumbing to a mysterious illness. Another often cited case is that of Arthur Mace, a member of Carter's excavation team, who died in 1928 after suffering from pneumonia. Each of these instances, while tragic on their own, collectively painted a picture of an eerie, cursed retribution from beyond the grave. But how accurate were these reports, and do they withstand scrutiny under a modern lens? Historians and scientists have often looked at these events with skepticism, offering alternative explanations that challenge the curse narrative. For instance, the death toll attributed to the curse is frequently exaggerated. Most individuals directly involved with the discovery, including Howard Carter, lived long lives. Carter himself died at the age of 64, long after the tomb's opening from natural causes. Moreover, the supposed string of deaths often included people only loosely connected to the discovery, thereby inflating the count to support a sensational story. Some historians suggest that the legend of the curse was partly fueled by the exuberance of the press and the fascination with the supernatural during the early 20th century. Health issues such as infections and illnesses were common in that era, particularly in the challenging conditions of Egypt. The region's hot climate, coupled with exposure to long-buried relics, may have posed health risks that modern medicine only began to understand fully in later years. These factors present logical explanations for the ailments that befell some of those involved with the tomb, which were often inaccurately linked to the curse. Beyond individual health issues, there is the matter of societal context. The world was already gripped by the allure of Egyptology and tales of the ancient world. In such an environment, the idea of an ancient curse was a compelling storyline. It captured the public's imagination, illustrating both a fear of and respect for the mysteries of ancient Egypt. As we transition to the cultural impact of the curse, it's crucial to recognize how these stories have shaped our cultural narratives about ancient Egypt. The idea of a curse has been perpetuated in films, books, and documentaries, becoming a staple of popular culture. From Hollywood blockbusters to mystery novels, the allure of the curse has transcended its historical basis, becoming a metaphor for humanity's unending fascination with the unknown. In examining these events and their supposed connections to the curse of King Tutankhamun, we find a rich tapestry of cultural intrigue and historical drama. As the narrative evolved, it underscored how powerful stories could captivate the globe, blending fact and fiction into legends that endure for decades. Next, we will explore the broader influence of King Tutankhamun's discovery on culture and media, and how the curse continues to intrigue and inspire. Since its inception, the legend of King Tutankhamun's curse has seeped into the fabric of popular culture, leaving an indelible mark on literature, film, and media across the globe. The allure of an ancient curse, mysterious and enigmatic, has inspired countless works, each contributing to the narrative's evolution and its grip on the public imagination. This fascination can be traced back to the dramatic headlines following the discovery of the tomb, which captivated audiences with tales of danger and intrigue. In literature, the curse has been a rich vein for authors seeking to explore themes of mystery, history, and the supernatural. The early 20th century saw a slew of novels and short stories, building on the thrilling idea of a powerful curse guarding the treasures of a bygone era. One of the earliest examples is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of the iconic detective Sherlock Holmes, who speculated publicly about the curse, suggesting that elementals or spirits of ancient priests might protect the tomb. Although his comments were not in a work of fiction, they helped to solidify the curse as a legendary narrative device. The curse's legacy has also flourished in cinema. From early adventure films to modern blockbusters, King Tut's story has been adapted and reimagined in numerous ways. Hollywood's golden age produced films like The Mummy in the 1930s, which drew heavily on the myths surrounding Tutankhamun's discovery. These films often merged historical intrigue with supernatural elements, presenting curses as a formidable force. In more recent years, franchises like Indiana Jones have continued this tradition, weaving narratives of cursed artifacts and ancient mysteries that play on similar themes. Documentaries and television specials have further explored the curse, examining both its factual basis and its mythological allure. These programs often delve into the scientific and historical contexts of the tomb's discovery, while also indulging the public's appetite for mystery and drama. They balance scholarly insight with compelling storytelling, offering audiences a window into the world of Egyptology and the myths that surround it. The power of storytelling in perpetuating the curse is undeniable. Throughout history, humans have been drawn to stories that evoke fear and wonder, blending the known with the unknown. The Curse of King Tutankhamun has become a modern myth, a tale that evokes questions and curiosity, transcending its origins to become a part of global folklore. This myth-making process underlines the human desire to understand and narrate experiences that lie beyond the ordinary. However, while the curse excites imaginations, it has also been the subject of academic scrutiny and scientific investigation. Scholars and scientists have sought to demystify the curse, examining the historical and environmental factors that may account for the so-called curse's effects. Some researchers have proposed medical explanations, such as exposure to mold or bacteria within the tomb, as potential causes for the illnesses that afflicted some of those involved in the excavation. These academic perspectives offer a grounded view, counterbalancing the more fantastical interpretations. Thus, from the pages of novels to the silver screen and the halls of academia, the Curse of King Tutankhamun remains a potent symbol of mystery and allure. It continues to inspire, provoke, and entertain, inviting each new generation to explore the boundary between truth and legend. As we shift our focus to the scientific quest to understand the realities behind the curse, we delve into the research and findings that challenge its mythical status, seeking to separate fact from the fiction that has enchanted the world for decades. As the gripping stories of King Tutankhamun's curse continued to intrigue the public, scientists took on the challenge of unraveling the reality behind these tales. The question remained, could there be a scientific explanation for the misfortunes that befell those associated with the tomb? Enter the realm of scientific investigations, where researchers sought to separate fact from fiction by exploring the potential microbial and environmental factors within the tomb. One prevailing theory centers around the presence of ancient molds and bacteria. When Howard Carter and his team first opened the tomb in 1922, they potentially exposed themselves to pathogens that had been sealed away for millennia. The tomb's closed, humid environment could have fostered the growth of molds such as Aspergillus, which are known to cause respiratory issues and other health problems. Studies conducted decades later suggested that these molds, lying dormant until the tomb was breached, could have posed a real risk to those entering unprotected. Further scientific examination revealed the presence of bacteria and toxic substances that might have contributed to the health issues experienced by some individuals. For instance, high concentrations of ammonia, formaldehyde, and hydrogen sulfide were detected in air samples taken from ancient Egyptian tombs in subsequent investigations. These chemicals, naturally occurring from decaying organic materials, might cause symptoms ranging from mild irritation to severe illness when inhaled over extended periods. Experts like Dr. Mark Nelson, an Egyptologist and microbiologist, have studied these biological and chemical elements to understand their potential impact. Dr. Nelson's findings suggest that while the dramatic tales of a curse make for compelling stories, it's plausible that simple exposure to these environmental hazards could explain the sicknesses without resorting to supernatural explanations. However, the scientific community also encourages a cautious approach when interpreting these results. Critics argue that the symptoms exhibited by those involved with the tomb were not consistent enough to conclude a single causative factor. Moreover, many individuals who entered the tomb lived long, healthy lives, including Howard Carter, who lived for over 15 years after the tomb was opened. The discourse around King Tutankhamun's curse extends into academic circles, where historians and scientists debate the balance between cultural myth and scientific explanation. Some researchers advocate for a psychological angle, suggesting that the power of suggestion and media sensationalism might have played roles in the perceived curse. The idea that individuals who believed in the curse might have experienced psychosomatic symptoms adds another layer to the discussion. Meanwhile, conflicting opinions within the academic community highlight the complexity of interpreting historical events through a modern scientific lens. Some scholars propose that the real story of King Tutankhamun's tomb lies not in curses, but in the incredible journey of discovery and the intricate web of human reactions to the unknown. This perspective shifts the focus from explaining a curse to understanding human behavior in the face of mystery. Ultimately, the quest to demystify the curse of King Tutankhamun reveals more about our fascination with the past than it does about any supernatural forces. As we transition to exploring the lasting cultural legacy of King Tut's tomb and the impact of its discovery on contemporary society, it becomes clear that the intersections of science, history, and myth continue to captivate and challenge us, leading us to question what we believe and why. In the scholarly exploration of King Tutankhamun's curse, historians and Egyptologists have delved deeply into the narratives that have captivated imaginations for nearly a century. Their studies often highlight the importance of context and cultural understanding in interpreting the events surrounding the tomb's discovery, offering a nuanced perspective that bridges the gap between myth and reality. By examining historical records, analyzing the socio-cultural environment of the early 20th century, and considering personal accounts, these experts provide a comprehensive view of the so-called curse. One prominent academic perspective comes from Dr. Joyce Tildesley, an Egyptologist at the University of Manchester, who emphasizes the role of Western media and cultural perceptions in shaping the curse narrative. Dr. Tildesley argues that the fascination with curses reflects a broader colonial attitude prevalent during the early 20th century, where Western audiences were eager for exotic stories from the East. This fascination fueled a media frenzy that exaggerated and sensationalized events, creating a mythos around the tomb that overshadowed its historical significance. Contrastingly, Dr. Zahi Hawass, a renowned Egyptian archaeologist and former Minister of State for Antiquities Affairs, often brings focus back to the scientific explanations for the supposed curse. Dr. Hawass has long contended that the curse is purely fictional, a captivating story born from coincidence and amplified by the press. He has been vocal about the need to celebrate the archaeological achievements associated with Tutankhamun's discovery while dispelling myths that detract from Egypt's rich cultural heritage. Meanwhile, Dr. Salima Ikram, another esteemed Egyptologist, introduces a different angle by exploring the ancient Egyptians' beliefs about curses and the afterlife. She provides context by explaining how curses were often inscribed on tombs as protective measures, intended to deter grave robbers rather than act as supernatural forces. Dr. Ikram's research highlights that while Egyptians took these warnings seriously, the modern interpretation of these curses as literal threats is a misunderstanding of their intended symbolic and cultural significance. Within the academic community, there is a rich diversity of viewpoints, reflecting how complex and multifaceted the study of King Tutankhamun's curse remains. Some historians focus on the psychological effects of the curse narrative on both the individuals involved and the broader public. Others examine the narrative as a reflection of Western society's attitudes towards the unknown during an era of industrial advancement and scientific discovery. Beyond theoretical discussions, personal accounts and testimonies from those involved in the original excavation provide first-hand insights into the impact of the curse legend. Howard Carter, for instance, remained skeptical of the curse throughout his life, attributing the deaths and illnesses to natural causes or sheer coincidence. His journal entries reveal a pragmatic approach, one that prioritized scientific inquiry over superstition. Lord Carnarvon's family, meanwhile, faced a different reality. The media's portrayal of Carnarvon's death as a result of the curse cast a long shadow, affecting how his contributions were perceived. Despite the narrative of doom that surrounded him, personal letters and correspondence from Carnarvon himself suggest a profound respect and appreciation for Egypt and its history, unclouded by fears of curses. These personal stories and academic analyses underscore the importance of examining historical events with both empathy and rigor. They remind us that the stories we tell and how we choose to tell them shape our understanding of history, influencing both contemporary perceptions and future scholarship. As we transition to exploring these personal accounts, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of human experiences that accompany one of archaeology's most celebrated discoveries. The tale of King Tutankhamun's curse would be incomplete without the personal accounts and testimonies of those who lived through the excavation's monumental events. These first-hand narratives, captured in letters, interviews, and memoirs, offer a rich tapestry of insights, revealing a complex mix of skepticism, curiosity, and belief among those most intimately connected to the tomb. Howard Carter, the archaeologist at the heart of the discovery, maintained a solid skepticism about the curse throughout his life. His correspondence and diaries reflect a man of science, more concerned with preserving and understanding Egypt's past than in bowing to superstition. Carter's letters to his contemporaries often downplayed the rumors of a curse, focusing instead on the meticulous process of cataloging the incredible artifacts they uncovered. His writings reveal a fascination with the tomb's historical and cultural significance, rather than its alleged supernatural dangers. Conversely, Lady Evelyn Herbert, Lord Carnarvon's daughter and one of the first people to enter the tomb, experienced a blend of wonder and unease concerning the curse. Although not a firm believer in its effects, her personal writings suggest she was not entirely dismissive of the notion. In interviews conducted later in her life, Lady Evelyn described the awe of entering King Tut's resting place. She recounted the eerie stillness that greeted them, a silence that seemed to echo the whispers of antiquity. Despite her father's untimely death, which many attributed to the curse, Lady Evelyn focused on the sense of privilege and adventure she felt during the excavation. Another notable figure, Arthur Weigall, a contemporary Egyptologist and journalist, took a more sensationalist view, attributing various mishaps to the curse. He wrote extensively about the curse in newspapers and books, contributing to the myth's growth. Weigall's accounts, with their dramatic flair, were instrumental in shaping public perceptions, despite later facing criticism from academic circles for their lack of empirical support. The experiences of local workers and Egyptian officials involved in the excavation also add meaningful layers to the narrative. many respected the tomb's sacredness, viewing the excavation with a blend of reverence and apprehension. Stories passed down through generations speak of an ingrained cultural belief in the spiritual power of the pharaohs, further complicating the dichotomy between myth and reality. These accounts, though less documented in Western media, provide a crucial perspective on the local response to the so-called curse. Meanwhile, the broader intrigue surrounding the tomb's discovery sparked numerous anecdotes from those tangentially involved. Scholars and family members of Carter's team often recollect tales from the excavation, sharing how the allure of ancient Egypt's mysteries captivated those around them. These stories depict a time when adventure and discovery were interwoven with the thrill of uncertainty, a period when ancient history felt vibrantly alive. While skepticism remained prevalent among many first-hand witnesses, the persistent tales of a curse provided a sense of drama that kept the public's interest alive. Personal testimonies, colored by individual beliefs and experiences, have continued to fuel discussions about the curse's authenticity, balancing historical fact with imaginative storytelling. As we explore modern perspectives, these personal accounts allow us to appreciate the complex human emotions at play during this historic moment. They illuminate how narratives are constructed and remembered, revealing the enduring fascination with King Tutankhamun and the myths that surround his tomb. Transitioning to the present, we consider how these stories of old continue to capture imaginations, drawing people into the ongoing exploration of Egypt's ancient past. Despite the passage of nearly a century since the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb, the legend of the pharaoh's curse remains as captivating as ever, sparking intrigue and fascination among contemporary audiences. This enduring interest can be attributed to various factors, including the role of media, tourism, and digital platforms, all of which have played significant roles in keeping the story alive and relevant. In today's modern age, the media continues to fuel public fascination with the curse of King Tutankhamun through documentaries, films, and books that explore both the historical and mythical aspects of the pharaoh's tomb. Television channels like the History Channel and National Geographic frequently air specials that delve into the mysteries of ancient Egypt, often framing the curse as a central theme. These programs blend scientific inquiry with storytelling, drawing in viewers with the promise of unveiling secrets of the past. Meanwhile, Hollywood has not shied away from revamping classic tales, as seen in films that echo themes of cursed artifacts and ancient metaphors for humanity's eternal curiosity about life and death. Tourism also plays a crucial role in perpetuating the legend. Egypt's tourism industry capitalizes on the allure of its ancient history, with the Valley of the Kings serving as a significant attraction for visitors worldwide. Guides often share stories about the tomb and the supposed curse, enhancing the mystery and magic of the experience. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo, where many of King Tut's artifacts are displayed, draws millions each year, with the cursed narrative serving as a compelling backdrop to the pharaoh's exquisitely preserved treasures. Digital platforms further adapt the story to fit into contemporary cultural contexts, reaching audiences across the globe instantly. Blogs, social media, and online forums provide spaces for enthusiasts to discuss and dissect the legend, contributing to an ongoing dialogue about its implications. Digital content creators and influencers often revisit the curse, blending historical analysis with personal commentary, thereby ensuring the narrative evolves with each retelling. Online platforms also allow for interactive experiences, such as virtual tours of King Tut's tomb, bringing the mystery of the curse directly into people's homes and sparking new layers of curiosity. The tale of the curse has been reinterpreted and reinvented over the years, adapting to new cultural contexts and technological advancements. In a world captivated by mystery, the unknown remains a fertile ground for imaginative exploration. The flexibility of the curse narrative allows it to be molded to fit present-day themes, from existential reflections on human mortality to cautionary tales about the consequences of disturbing the past. These reinterpretations reflect our ongoing quest to understand ancient civilizations and the lessons they hold for contemporary society. The lasting legacy of King Tutankhamun's curse is not confined to historical discourse. It has become a part of cultural heritage, symbolizing the intersection between myth and reality. The story speaks to a primal part of human nature that is both fearful and fascinated by the unknown. It embodies a collective curiosity about the mysteries of life and death, serving as a reminder of our enduring connection to the past. As we reflect on the story's place in historical and cultural discourse, it becomes clear that the legend of King Tutankhamun's curse is more than just an engaging narrative. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and its ability to transcend time, evolving with each retelling while always keeping us enthralled. The curse, whether seen as a historical oddity or a mythical construct, continues to inspire and provoke thought, bridging the ancient with the modern in a timeless dance of intrigue and discovery. The enduring belief in curses and the supernatural taps into profound psychological currents that have influenced human thought and behavior across millennia. The legend of King Tutankhamun's curse is a prime example of how such beliefs can captivate and intrigue, offering a window into the enigmatic relationship between humans and the unknown. At the core of this fascination lies our innate tendency to seek patterns, assign meaning, and find comfort in mystery even when faced with the complexities of life and history. From a psychological standpoint, the human brain is wired to detect patterns, a trait that has been pivotal for survival. Early humans relied on pattern recognition to discern threats and opportunities in their environment. This inclination persists today, often leading us to see connections and causality even where none exist. When faced with unexplained events, like the deaths associated with King Tutankhamun's tomb, the idea of a curse offers a coherent narrative that satisfies our desire for causation and control in a seemingly random world. Dr. Bruce Hood, a psychologist known for his work on the science of superstition, suggests that humans find comfort in the notion of a curse because it provides a semblance of order amidst chaos. Superstitious beliefs, including curses, often arise during times of uncertainty or stress, offering psychological reassurance. They present a framework within which individuals can attribute meaning to misfortune, making sense of life's unpredictabilities. In the case of King Tutankhamun, the curse narrative served as a way for people to rationalize the mysterious deaths following the tomb's opening, transforming random occurrences into a comprehensible storyline. Sociologist Dr. Claude Fisher expounds on the social dimension, noting that the sharing of supernatural stories fosters community cohesion as people bond over shared beliefs and fears. The fear of a curse can serve as a communal glue, bringing people together in a shared sense of mystery and wonder. This collective experience is reflected in the widespread fascination with King Tut's curse, which transcends cultural boundaries and taps into universal themes of life, death, and the unknown. Moreover, the appeal of curses is often rooted in the larger human quest for meaning. Myths and legends offer narratives that help individuals connect with something greater than themselves, offering insights into human nature and the mysteries of existence. In the context of King Tutankhamun, the curse legend bridges the gap between the tangible world and the mystical, inviting people to explore the boundaries between historical fact and mythology. This intersection of history and myth has broader implications for our understanding of the past. As historian Peter Burke highlights, legends like King Tut's curse act as cultural touchstones that preserve collective memory, influencing how history is perceived and remembered. By examining these narratives, scholars can gain insights into the values and beliefs that shape societies, enabling a deeper understanding of cultural evolution. Furthermore, the persistence of the curse narrative underscores the power of storytelling in shaping our perceptions of history. It highlights how myths can enrich historical discourse, adding layers of meaning that engage and inspire. This interplay between myth and reality is a testament to the enduring complexity and richness of human culture. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the past, it is essential to recognize the psychological and cultural forces at play in legends such as King Tutankhamun's curse. They remind us of the timeless allure of the unknown and our enduring quest to unravel its secrets. By understanding these forces, we can appreciate the profound impact of storytelling on our collective consciousness and its role in shaping the tapestry of human history. As we delve deeper into the legend of King Tutankhamun's curse, it's crucial to adopt a skeptical lens, examining the myths and misconceptions with a critical eye. Skeptics have long challenged the idea of a supernatural curse, urging us to consider logical explanations and historical context rather than succumbing to sensational narratives. This critical analysis is essential in separating fact from fiction, ensuring that we appreciate the true significance of this iconic discovery. One of the primary arguments skeptics present is the role of coincidence in the events attributed to the curse. While the deaths and misfortunes surrounding the tomb's discovery have been sensationalized, it is important to note that a significant number of people involved lived long, healthy lives. Howard Carter, who spent the most time in the tomb, passed away over a decade later from entirely natural causes at the age of 64. Many of his team members also continued their work and lived well into their old age, with no apparent repercussions from their involvement with the tomb. These facts weaken the notion of a selective and lethal curse, highlighting the power of media and public imagination in exaggerating isolated incidents. Another point of contention is the scientific perspective on the health risks associated with opening ancient tombs. As mentioned earlier, some researchers have suggested that mold and bacteria in the tomb may have contributed to illness among those who entered. Such pathogens, while potentially harmful, fall far short of the supernatural forces depicted in legendary accounts. Instead, they remind us of the ordinary biological hazards that come with disturbing environments sealed for thousands of years. Historians also emphasize the historical context of early 20th century archaeology. The period was marked by a fascination with the exotic, and the media often played a significant role in shaping public perception. Sensationalist newspaper reports of mysterious deaths were more likely to sell papers than mundane accounts of successful excavations. The legendary curse, fueled by dramatic storytelling, became a captivating narrative that overshadowed the true accomplishments of those involved. Furthermore, skeptics argue that the so-called curse can be seen as a reflection of Western attitudes towards the East during the colonial period. The concept of a powerful, vengeful curse was a compelling exotic trope that fit neatly into the colonial narrative, where the East was often depicted as mysterious and dangerous. Challenging these stereotypes is crucial to gaining a more accurate understanding of the cultural and historical realities of ancient Egypt. Prominent skeptics like Dr. Christopher Frayling highlight the importance of critical thinking in understanding the curse narrative. Dr. Frayling advocates for an evidence-based approach, encouraging us to question sensational claims and rely on verifiable facts. This mindset is vital not only for historical inquiry but also for broader cultural discourse. It teaches us to value truth over myth and to appreciate the complexities of history without succumbing to oversimplified tales. The process of debunking the legend of King Tutankhamun's curse offers broader lessons applicable to our interaction with historical narratives. It underscores the necessity of critical thinking, reminding us that separating fact from fiction requires a careful evaluation of evidence and context. By questioning sensational claims and embracing a more nuanced understanding, we can appreciate the true richness of history while resisting the allure of myth. Ultimately, the legend of the curse, when viewed through the lens of skepticism, serves as a case study in the power of storytelling and the importance of critical inquiry. As we transition into exploring the broader impact of the curse narrative, we recognize the invaluable insights gained from debunking myths, insights that continue to inform our understanding of history and our approach to the mysteries of the past. The story of King Tutankhamun's curse is a testament to the significant role media plays in shaping historical narratives. From the moment Howard Carter discovered the tomb in 1922, the media became an integral part of the unfolding story, weaving a tapestry that blended fact with fiction and driving the legend of the curse into popular consciousness. The way journalists, authors, and filmmakers have reported on, embellished, and fictionalized this narrative over the decades highlights both the power and responsibility of media in portraying historical events. In the early 20th century, the world was captivated by the romance of archaeology, and the discovery of an untouched pharaoh's tomb was a sensational story ripe for the picking. Newspapers around the globe were quick to latch onto tales of treasure and the purported curse, thriving on the public's insatiable appetite for the mysterious and the macabre. Headlines screamed of "Death strikes again in Pharaoh's tomb" and other similarly dramatic warnings, ensuring that King Tut's curse would become a household myth. Reporters like Arthur Weigall, who was present during the opening of the tomb, added fuel to the fire with dramatic accounts, making the legend more compelling than perhaps even the historical facts themselves. Authors also played a significant role in perpetuating the curse narrative. From short stories and novels that dramatized the concept of a deadly curse to academic texts with speculative sections, literature has frequently blurred the lines between history and storytelling. The curse became a part of 20th century mythology, not unlike the tales of Dracula or Frankenstein that captured imaginations with their blend of fear and fascination. Filmmakers, too, capitalized on the allure of the curse. Movies like The Mummy series have taken creative liberties, infusing the narrative with supernatural elements that stimulate the audience's imagination. These films, while entertaining, further entrench the curse narrative in popular culture, creating lasting impressions that often overshadow historical truths. Such adaptations emphasize the dramatic over the factual, prioritizing engaging stories over educational accuracy. While the storytelling is compelling, it raises questions about the media's responsibility in portraying historical events accurately. Sensationalism, though profitable and engaging, can distort public understanding and overshadow genuine historical significance. By prioritizing dramatic narratives, media outlets risk creating misconceptions that persist across generations, shaping public perception and influencing cultural memory in ways that may not align with historical truth. The consequences of such sensationalism are multifaceted. On one hand, they can invigorate interest in history and archaeology, drawing audiences to explore and learn more. On the other hand, they can perpetuate stereotypes, misunderstandings, and myths that skew appreciation of authentic historical legacies. The story of King Tut's curse illustrates how easily narratives can be transformed and mythologized, emphasizing the need for media to strike a balance between captivating storytelling and rigorous factual reporting. Despite its mythical elements, the story of King Tutankhamun's curse has undeniably contributed to an ongoing fascination with ancient Egypt. The legacy of his tomb lives beyond tales of curses, offering invaluable insights into the life and culture of ancient Egypt. The treasures and artifacts unearthed have enriched our understanding of Egyptian art, religion, and daily life, providing a tangible connection to a civilization that has long intrigued historians and laypeople alike. As the narrative of King Tutankhamun continues to evolve, It serves as both a cautionary tale about the power of media and a testament to the enduring allure of history. It reminds us of the importance of thoughtful storytelling, where historical accuracy complements engaging narratives, ensuring that the legacies we pass down are as informative as they are inspiring. As we transition to exploring the broader significance of King Tut's tomb, we recognize the wondrous intersection of history, myth, and media that has brought his story to life for generations. While the legend of King Tutankhamun's curse has captured imaginations for nearly a century, his true legacy extends far beyond the myth. The discovery of his tomb in 1922 marked a pivotal moment in Egyptology and significantly advanced our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and civilization. Tutankhamun, though a minor pharaoh in terms of political power, has become one of the most studied figures in ancient history, largely due to the unparalleled wealth of artifacts found in his tomb. The opulence of Tutankhamun's burial treasures, from the iconic golden death mask to intricately carved jewelry and ornate furniture, provides a rare and comprehensive glimpse into the life of a pharaoh during Egypt's 18th dynasty. These artifacts have allowed historians to reconstruct aspects of daily life, religious practices, and the artistic achievements of the time. The objects found in his tomb are not only remarkable for their craftsmanship, but also for what they reveal about the technological and artistic advancements of the ancient Egyptians. Beyond the material wealth, the tomb unearthed invaluable knowledge about the religious beliefs and burial practices of the era. The young king's burial chamber, adorned with intricate murals depicting scenes from the Book of the Dead, offers insights into ancient Egyptian ideas about the afterlife and the journey of the soul. These religious texts emphasize the importance of the afterlife in Egyptian culture, and Tutankhamun's well-preserved tomb has been a crucial source for understanding these beliefs. Ongoing research continues to shed light on various aspects of Tutankhamun's life and the period in which he reigned. Studies of the pharaoh's mummy have provided fascinating medical and genealogical insights, revealing health issues and familial relationships, including possible inbreeding within the royal family. DNA analyzers have helped reconstruct the pharaoh's lineage, tracing connections to other prominent figures such as Akhenaten, likely his father, and establishing his place in the royal succession. Furthermore, recent technological advancements have allowed archaeologists to explore beyond the immediate confines of the tomb. The use of non-invasive imaging techniques such as radar scans has led to speculative discussions about hidden chambers and previously undiscovered elements within the site. These explorations continue to pique scholarly interest, promising to enhance our understanding of this remarkable period in history. King Tutankhamun's legacy also serves as a reminder of the enduring human curiosity about the past. His tomb has sparked a global fascination with ancient Egypt, inspiring countless individuals to pursue careers in archaeology, history, and related fields. The treasures of Tutankhamun have toured the world, bringing a piece of ancient history to millions of people and fostering a deeper appreciation for the achievements of ancient civilizations. As we transition towards the conclusion of our exploration, it becomes clear that the legacy of King Tutankhamun is multifaceted, intertwining historical, cultural, and mythical dimensions. While the curse narrative has been a captivating story, it is the tangible contributions to knowledge and the ongoing research that truly illuminate the significance of his discovery. The insights gained from Tutankhamun's tomb continue to resonate, underscoring broader themes of human curiosity, the quest for knowledge, and the intricate ways myths and history intersect. Ultimately, the story of King Tutankhamun is one of rediscovery, reminding us of the rich tapestry of human history and the perpetual allure of uncovering the mysteries of our past. His legacy invites us to look beyond the sensationalist stories and appreciate the profound contributions his tomb has made to understanding an ancient world that still inspires awe and wonder today. As we draw our journey through the enigmatic tale of King Tutankhamun's curse to a close, it's clear that this legend is more than just a narrative of ancient Egypt. It's a reflection of our collective fascination with mystery and our innate desire to connect with history in meaningful ways. The story of the curse, while steeped in sensationalism, has significantly shaped our cultural understanding of Tutankhamun and the ancient world, merging myth with reality in a way that captivates imaginations worldwide. Throughout this exploration, we've uncovered how the narrative of a curse, born from a series of coincidental misfortunes and amplified by the media, came to overshadow the profound historical significance of the tomb's discovery. It served as both a warning and a comfort, a reminder of the mysterious forces we often struggle to understand. However, beyond the allure of the curse, the true legacy of King Tutankhamun lies in the vast wealth of knowledge gained from his tomb, enriching our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture, art, and religious practices. The enduring appeal of King Tutankhamun and his supposed curse speaks volumes about our insatiable curiosity for the unknown. This fascination challenges us to look deeper, to separate myth from fact, and to appreciate the complexities of history that real discoveries reveal. It highlights the power of storytelling, showing us that legends, whether grounded in truth or fiction, have the ability to transcend time and culture, engaging and inspiring generations. Reflecting on this journey, we can draw parallels to our own lives and histories. How do the myths and stories we encounter shape our perceptions and beliefs? What truths lie beneath the surface of the narratives we inherit? These questions invite us to examine the mysteries in our own worlds, encouraging a deeper curiosity about the past and its impact on the present. Consider this thought from the renowned historian Daniel Boorstin: "The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge." This quote serves as a powerful reminder to approach history with an open mind and a critical eye, always questioning and seeking to learn more. In essence, the story of King Tutankhamun challenges us to embrace both the facts and the myths, recognizing that each plays a role in the intricate tapestry of human history. As we conclude this exploration of King Tutankhamun's legend and legacy, we invite you to continue engaging with these themes. Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. What aspect of the curse or the discovery fascinates you the most? Consider subscribing to our channel for more deep dives into the mysteries of history and culture as we journey together to unravel the truths behind the legends. Thank you for joining us on this adventure through history. Remember, the stories of the past are not just tales to be told. They are invitations to explore, to question, and ultimately, to connect with the enduring mysteries that define our collective human experience. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and perhaps the next legend to unravel is your own.